Welcome everybody to Out Geeked. Thank you for joining us on another episode. Today, I am very excited to start the unboxing of Liger Zero. I've had my eyes on this model kit for a long time. I am a huge fan of Liger Zero and his variants. Liger Zero is from the anime New Century Zero, Zoids, where these mechanical beasts get operated by humans inside the cockpit, and they participate into battles and games. So this show was actually I used to watch it every Sunday morning on Cartoon Network when I was little. And when I saw this in Amazon, I was very excited to get my hands on. This is one of the basic models. There are different model kits out there. This one was $80 in Amazon. The ones that are a little bit upscale on models were about $200 to $250. This one was fairly cheap. I'm excited to start building it and show it here. This is a fuser Zoid, meaning that he can get parts taken out of him and stick new parts into him to create new Zoids. His variants are Jaeger or Liger Zero Jaeger, Liger Zero Panzer, and Liger Zero Schneider, which I will go into details on another episode of Out Geeked with Mike when we bring them out to talk about the lore, talk about in deeper details about the anime, why we like them, and etc. Right? Why did we choose to build this model, and why did we choose to buy them? So we will go deeply in detail. This is more of an unboxing video. I hope you enjoy it. I will have a video of me building it. I will speed it up, obviously, because it will be tedious and long, maybe an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours to build this guy right here. But I'm very excited, and I'm going to start building it. So stay tuned, and remember, geek out. Well, everybody, as you can see, I have completed the high-end master model kit Liger Zero from Kotobukiya. It was challenging. It was fun. It was a little bit frustrating at times, but I got it done. It's been a while since I have done a model kit. I believe it's been about 6 or 7 years since I have tried one. I think the last one I did was the Gogeta Blue that we showed in the previous episode with Golden Frieza. That was the last model kit I have done, and that was about 6 or 7 years ago. But this was fun. It was refreshing doing it again, or doing another model kit. And it's been such a long time since I've actually done one that I was a little rusty on how to set it up to get it done a little bit faster than normal. It took me a while to get it done. As we get closer to the end, I will let you guys know how long it took me to finish this model kit, which you guys might or might not be surprised. But I do recommend this model kit. It was fun. The instructions were in Japanese, but with the letters and the numbers, and the instructions were very readable with the numbers, and you could follow it up. You could follow it very closely. It was doable. So I did get it done. It took me a little while, and there's a few recommendations that I will make as I go through the inspection of this nice model kit. If you guys are new to model kits, plastic model kits, all these pieces are separate. So they come in sheets of plastics, or you have to snip them and try to be very careful as you separate them so you don't break them, obviously. So you have to take your time. It's very meticulous. You have to take your time, because if you don't, some of the pieces might not fit, or you might break it. And if you break one, that's it. Game over. So yes, you do need some snippers. You get very close to the plastic without actually breaking. You got to be careful, because some of them actually that are connecting to the sheet plastic, when you cut them, sometimes there's little parts that you need that stick out. So you got to be very careful and read the instructions as to where you need to cut. Because if you do cut the ones, the male part of the plastic that snips into the female part, it be game over. You can't put the model kit together. So very meticulous. You got to take your time. You got to be very precise at cutting. So it was a blast, but you got to be very careful. So I would say this one had about 16 sheets of plastic, and each piece had its own shapes and colors. all these colors are this Liger Zero is not painted. They're all colored. They're already pre-colored: black, red, some orange, some white. So they were already pre-colored, that's nice. So this, as I was building this, with my experience, this is my third model kit that I have ever built. So my experience building it, I would suggest to, once you open the plastic and remove the sheets of plastic that comes with the model kit so you can build it, I would lay them out alphabetical order, like that one the instruction calls P1 or A1 or B1 or C1. You know what sheet to grab and locate it pretty fast. So I did not do that. I had them piled up, as you guys can see here on the video. As I'm building it, I had them all piled up and I had to dig through them all the time. So that would make it a little bit faster for you. Also, having the right equipment. I had scissors. I was cutting it and I was leaving little bits of plastic that I couldn't grind up. So sometimes the piece will not, click or connect plastic to plastic, because there would be a little bit of an indent where the plastic from the sheet was, because I didn't get it too close to the plastic because of the scissors. So maybe if I had a little grinder, maybe I would have grinded it away, and it would make a nice fit, plastic to plastic. So we recommend to have the right tools. And then there was really tiny little pieces of plastic that I really couldn't snap in with my fingers. They were so tiny, they were painful. And also I just couldn't get it into the, to the crevices where it needed to go, to the holes, and I couldn't snap them in. So because I couldn't snap them in, some of them I didn't put in. Like there were some like little circle ones that would go into the turbines or the boosters, and I just couldn't get it in there for some reason. Well, I know why. Obviously, my fingers were a little bit too big to handle the little bead or little pieces of plastic, so couldn't snap them in. Overall, a nice model. It did took me some time, but again, it's because of the equipment and my layout. Now I have learned that from my previous, or for my next model. So I will be doing that. I did get another Liger Zero, or not a Liger Zero, but I did get another Liger to put together. So I will try out that method and let you guys know how it worked out. So moving on to this build. So we first start with the head. The head alone took me some time to put together. It wouldn't have snipped or snapped in for some reason. So I have them on this cool, like, ready to run position. You can actually straighten them out. I'm not going to do that right now because it might come apart. It is sensible, but you can put him in a different style positions of action positions. So I actually like this one, so I'm going to leave it like that. But you can straighten it out, helm straight up, or trying to attack with his laser claw, etc. But for right now, we will leave it like this, so no piece will come apart as I'm talking. So yeah, we first start with the head, then we get the chest / sternum, and then we do the back section of the Liger. So those are the three pieces that we do first. We snap them together, and obviously very carefully, because they do come apart. If you put too much pressure in the wrong angle, it will snap out, and then you have to redo them again, which it happened to me several times and added to my time of build. So then after that, we put the legs together, the 4 legs. You get to build them pretty much every color that you see a separate piece. Also, this Liger has some cool little details here on you can see like the hydraulic pistons. You can see the hydraulic pistons that are kind of golden, and the claws are gold. And you got the bearings here, the red bearings. Pretty much very accurate model from the Zoids anime. Very accurate. We have the cockpit up here. There's a little guy that sits in there. As you guys can see, they got some gray for the claws down here. So you got gray, gold, and the gray symbolizes you can see like I don't know if you can see it right there, but I will do close up on that, and you can see like the claws or the nails. So once we're done with the legs, we move up to the boosters. Boosters, like I said, it had the orange like clear polycarbonate plastic that would snap in here in between the white rectangle and the black rectangle, and it would symbolize, like a light or fire, just kind of like more of a a look. So it gives it that better look, or that look from the anime. And then on the back, obviously, it had that little circle that I couldn't snap in there. So you get to build the 2 boosters. Then you get to build the tail. So it's really cool. While you're building the body, you do get to build the Zoid core, which is really cool. It's like a little red plastic ball that symbolizes pretty much like the heart or the core of the Zoid. Pretty much that's where his computer is and gives it life, pretty much. So like I'm gonna go in a deeper dive on a Out Geek episode with Michael about the lore, about the cartoon itself. So it's really cool. I love this cartoon. It was part of my childhood. It's why I got this actual model kit, and I truly enjoyed it. Yes, there was some difficult and frustrating parts when the parts would come out, but I had lots of fun building it, and I do recommend it. Even if the instructions were in Japanese, it was very easy to follow, and had lots of fun with it. So yeah, over here we got the sniper rifle off its tail, and then underneath he does have a few cannons, if you guys can see right there. He uses it in the anime too to shoot it down his enemies, and his laser claw. These mechanical whiskers do open up when he's getting ready to use his laser claw, and pretty much he generates heat, and it condenses it there, and then it transfers it through the mechanical and the gears and the bearings and all of the hydraulic to his claw, so that he can cut through enemies. So again, these Zoids are used for competitions and battles, and actual, before Zoid Zero's entry or Century Zero, they were used for war. So that was a really cool prequel to Zoids, which we'll get into that a little bit deeper on the Out Geek episode. But very cool item, very cool model kit. They don't make these anymore, so they're a little bit expensive. This is one of the cheaper versions of it. It was $80 in Amazon, but it's reason why is because they don't make them anymore. So they're really hard to find, and not everybody will get one to build. But I loved it. It took me 9 hours to finish it. There was some fatigue. I tried to tackle it in one day. I do not recommend it. I will not do that with the next model I do build. It was very fatigued, and I would forget to put stuff. For example, when I was building one of the legs, I forgot to turn the one little block would have like a circle in it, so that you could actually snap in the leg. And I totally missed that. And when I got to go assemble the leg, it wasn't there, and I had to redo it again. So a lot of fatigue. I did forget a few other stuff down, and I started breaking stuff. So I do not recommend trying to build it in one day. So I would say maybe 1 or 2 days, or sorry, not one, 2 or 3 days, and that's how I would approach it. But again, this is the high-end master model kit from Kotobukiya of the Liger Zero. Had lots of fun building it. I do recommend it. And remember, geek out. Thank you for watching another episode of Out Geeked. This was the unboxing video of the Heightened Master Model Kit Liger Zero from Zoids by Kotobukiya. Had an awesome time building it. It was challenging, I tell you that, but truly lots of fun. So remember to hit the notification bell, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and also share with your friends. Please leave a comment down below as to what you would like to see on this channel, and any constructive criticism is welcome. Thank you very much. Remember, geek out. So this is our style of...
This is our style, our generation of art, would you say. You know how some people have art display in their house, statues, busts. We have these toys that we like to display.